Good morning, everyone. We are from BSc 4C Group 18 and we are here to present our thesis entitled BULSO Alert, a school-based emergency preparedness and response mobile application. Our research project is the result of a collaborative effort between 9 members of our team, and we are excited to share our findings with you today. Our research aims to provide answers to the following questions outlined in the statement of the problem. What features should be considered in developing a school-based mobile application for emergency preparedness and response? How acceptable is the BULSO Alert application under the ISO IEC 25010-2022 Software Quality Assurance Model, considering these characteristics: functional suitability, performance efficiency, compatibility, usability, reliability, maintainability, security, and portability. The following slide contains the hypotheses that we tested in our study. BULSO Alert, a school-based preparedness and response mobile application, has an expected outcome. The level of acceptability of the application is significantly satisfied. Our next slide presents the research methodology, which is developmental research and descriptive research design. To address the research questions, an agile life cycle is utilized as the prototype model. Development model. Agile software development lifecycle is a system development method in which a prototype is created, tested, and then reconstructed is necessary until an appropriate result is attained, by which to develop the complete system or product based on the requirements. The design is created and the prototype for a particular design is until an appropriate result is attained. Now that we've discussed the research methodology, let's move on to the population and sampling scheme. The researchers will be using a purposive sampling method for gathering information. The respondents of the study are the 39 personnel of Office of Safety, Security, and DRM. Let's now turn our attention to research instrument. The researchers employed a variety of data collection techniques, including a focus group discussion with the Office of Safety, Security, and DRM at Bulacan State University. Additionally, made use of survey questionnaires and software evaluation tools to gather information from the respondents. This slide contains the statistical treatment applied in the study. The researchers used a 5-point Likert scale and the weighted mean formula to analyze the data. The Likert scale has a corresponding range and descriptive rating for each score. As shown in the table, the formula for finding the weighted average is the sum of all the variables multiplied by their weight, then divided by the sum of the weights. On Chapter 4, the slide displays the results of the focus group discussion conducted by the researchers' personnel from the Office of Safety, Security, Disaster Risk Management. It includes a list of features that were identified as important or necessary for the proposed mobile application. The slide contains the application's flowcharts that illustrate to the user the path and how to navigate through the application. Following the slide is the evaluation conducted by the researchers by means of 5 to determine the level of its acceptability and feasibility of the study. Next is software evaluation tool by the researchers ISO IEC 25010-2022. The data gathered here is used to test the hypothesis of the study. H show the level of acceptability is not significantly satisfied. HA, the level of acceptability is significantly satisfied. Reject HO if P is less than 0.05. The result shows that respondents' level of acceptability is significantly satisfied. On Chapter 5, the findings of the study were able to answer the question presented in the statement of the problems. This part contains the features and designs of the system. Here's the visual illustration of the application when the user starts to navigate it. Once the application is downloaded, the user is required to log in. If they don't have an account yet, signing up is necessary. Showing on the upper right side of the dashboard is the notification button that will show updates, announcements, or if other users around Bulacan State University need immediate response. One of the highlights of this application is the maps that will let you know the landmarks, safety zones, and current emergencies around the university. You will be able to recognize your current location in this tab. To set an emergency, the user can click the last red button on the map section and it will automatically pin your location. After that, the user can now create what type of emergency is happening. They can add photos and descriptions of the crisis. Here's the point of view of the users once they view the emergency created. They can either go to the location or mark it once it's resolved. This is the user who created the emergencies view. They only have the ability to edit or delete the emergency they created. For better communications of the users, this application is a messaging tab where they can exchange messages anytime. They can also make group chats for wider transmission of messages. On Emergency Tips tab, numerous types of emergencies are included with tips to do before, during, and after the crisis. A video will play on a specific emergency chosen with additional information below. On exit and fire extinguisher locations, all buildings, gates, evacuation areas around the university can be seen here. Each tab includes floor maps and actual photos of the buildings with different angles. Here are the emergency hotlines the user can use to contact different departments. Other features of these applications are evacuation policies, objectives, mission and vision of Bulacan State University, organization structures, and the application's basic services. The next slide answers the questions about the acceptability of the application and whether it is acceptable under the Software Quality Assurance Model, ISO IEC 25010-2022. Functional suitability. Results reveal that the level of acceptability in the application functional suitability has average mean of 4.69 that indicates that the respondents were very satisfied. Performance efficiency result revealed that 4.59 that indicates that the responded were very satisfied. Compatibility shows the overall result of 4.51 which indicates that the respondents were very satisfied. Usability results revealed that 4.56 which demonstrated that the system achieved set of objectives with effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction. It also reveals that the operability factor had the highest mean score of 4.59. In reliability, it was discovered that the system's reliability achieved a mean score of 4.53 which is also read as very satisfied. Maintainability has a result of 4.86 which is translated as very satisfied. Security, the respondents' level of satisfaction with the system security was shown to be very satisfied with the overall mean score of 4.73. It also revealed that the mean score for personal information is the highest at 4.79, yet both mean score regarded as very satisfied. Portability with a mean score of 4.55, which means that the respondents were very satisfied with the application. Conclusions. In regard to the level of acceptance of the developed application, it was concluded that respondents were very satisfied with the system functional suitability, performance efficiency, compatibility, usability, reliability, maintainability, security, and portability. Lastly, on recommendations, the results of this research indicate that development of the BULSU Alert mobile-based application was effective, and the level of acceptance was substantial. It was proposed that the application ought to have been recommended to the Office of Safety and Security since it helps to commence rapid actions for the risk reduction processes during emergency crisis in Bulacan State University. It can be adapted by students and faculty in order to quickly report the emergency and obtain information on preparedness and response during times of crisis. The application is recommended to be acknowledged by the OSSTRM staff so that assistance can be validated and confirmed quickly, and the reported emergency can be readily discovered by the response teams. The university needs to take into consideration this application and make provisions on the use of this application to minimize the frequency of missed crises that might result in a bigger tragedy. This study might be used as an instrument and an overview in the conduct of new research papers and in the improvement of the application that will allow it to cater to the uttermost demands of the institution itself by future researchers.